Hello, this is June 7th, 2019, and this is a breaking global news announcement from the International Tribunal of Crimes of Church and State, the ITCCS. Top government, corporate, and church leaders in Canada are indicted and issued summons to appear before Genocide Tribunal. Prime Minister Trudeau, the Governor General, the Papal Nuncio, and CEOs are charged with crimes against humanity. 21 high officials of church, state, and business in Canada were issued a public indictment and summons today that charges them with crimes against humanity. The 21 individuals are required to appear before a public tribunal of inquiry in Vancouver on September the 16th. The tribunal is sponsored by a coalition of human rights groups and international observers under the auspices of the ITCCS, and copies of the indictment and summons can be found at murderbydecree.com under the ITCCS updates. Now, named in the indictment and summons issued today are Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, Governor General Julie Payette, the Vatican and Chinese ambassadors to Canada, the heads of the RCMP and the Canadian Security Intelligence Service, the CEO of PetroChina Limited, and the top clerics and officials of the Roman Catholic, Anglican, and United Church of Canada. The indictment charges that the persons named, quote, have willfully planned, committed, concealed, and aided and abetted intentional genocide, including the imprisoning, harming, trafficking, exploiting, torturing, and ritual killing of men, women, and children of Aboriginal nations, the violent occupying and exploiting of Indigenous lands and resources, the active defrauding of the Canadian people, and the obstructing of justice, unquote. The tribunal has the mandate and the authority to convene a follow-up common law court to actually prosecute and sentence the persons named in the indictment, depending on the tribunal's findings. Now, the convening of this public tribunal of inquiry was prompted this past week by the Canadian government's own public admission that it perpetrated genocide on Indigenous people within its own borders. Under international law, and specifically the United Nations Convention on Genocide, to which Canada is a signatory, once that crime has been admitted and proven, Canada and guilty individuals must now be prosecuted and punished for genocide, regardless of their rank or office. And I quote North American ITCCS Field Secretary Kevin Annett today, quote, mounting evidence indicates that genocide in Canada is not a thing of the past, but continues to target Indigenous populations, especially on the West Coast. Our investigations reveal an active complicity between the Trudeau government and Chinese corporate interests that are wiping out Aboriginal families across British Columbia to secure their lands and resources. This assault includes child trafficking and murder through a network known as the 12 Mile Club, which involves senior church, business, government, military, and even Aboriginal officials. We believe that the recent media posturing by the Trudeau government and its so-called Missing Women Inquiry is an attempt to conceal the true genocide going on and the extent of its own complicity in that crime, unquote. The tribunal has requested that United Nations peacekeepers and observers be present at the September 16th inquiry to ensure the safety of the proceedings and its personnel, including Kevin Annett, who was illegally detained by Canadian government operatives on May 15th. International forensic specialists will work with the tribunal to exhume alleged mass graves of children identified by eyewitnesses. Now, regular reports of the work of this public tribunal of inquiry will be posted at murderbydecree.com under the ITCCS updates, and will be announced live every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern on bbsradio.com/HereWeStand. This is a breaking news announcement from the Directorate of the ITCCS on June 7th, 2019. Thank you.